All right, guys. So the new team builder sets came out, and a lot of people are wondering if you should make these cards and the cost that it's going to require. And I think it kind of highlighted a bigger issue that's going on in NHL and something that I kind of worried is going to carry into the next year's game as well. So let's get into it. So here is the huge issue. The new 99s came out, and obviously they are going to cost an exceptional amount. It's a 99 overall card that EA put out. And to be honest, they're all phenomenal cards, like among the best in the game, and you really can't get better than them in terms of Parayko and Bustad. You're really just, in terms of how the game is played, you're really not going to get better cards. So at least they did that if they're going to make it this expensive. But here's the bigger issue. As of right now, on PlayStation 5, which is one of the biggest consoles in terms of player base for NHL 22, there's 2,928 total items on the market. Now, here, let's compound the problem even more. We'll go to 74 all the way up to actually, we'll do 83. All right, and we'll go to League NHL, and let's see. There's 790 total cards on the market, and that's not excluding X Factor. So if we go down and we change the collection type to base, there's 699 cards that can actually be used towards the team builder set. And the bigger issue here is that some of the teams just do not have cards available to you, which is going to make things even more difficult if you are trying to make any of the team builder cards. So let's go take a look at that. All right, so if you go to the team builder set right here, and you see at the very end, the 99 overall, it does take two 98s, which is a stupid cost, 100%. I mean, if you had the two 98s, I'd still recommend doing it, honestly. I mean, if you're still playing at this stage of the game, you probably have a phenomenal card. I would go Bustad or Parayko. Parayko is the best left-handed defenseman that your right-handed defenseman you're going to get all year. I went with Bustad, and he's been amazing. So I'm just saying, I replaced Primo as well as Coburn. Both of them were on my third lines because of all the other high-end 99 overall cards that have come out, but it's going to depend on your situation. Like if they are your best cards, I wouldn't do it. But if they are starting to fall further and further in your lineup, then go ahead, pull the trigger, have one of the more fun cards. Now, if you have 198, that's where it gets tough. I would probably try and get one more and get one of the 99s. That being said, if you do not have any of the 98s, I wouldn't start. Here is what I would recommend you do. So if you go over here, how you acquire these 98s, you are going to have to go all the way back to the beginning of the year, and you're going to have to collect a ton of divisional cards. So you've got to collect the entire Pacific Division or Central Division, Metropolitan, or the Atlantic, and you'll get one of the 90 overall cards. You get two of them, and you'll be able to make one of the 94s. Okay, you do that again, you get two 94s, and you'll be able to make the 98 overall. Okay, now it's just going to cost an awful lot, and the other thing is you can just completely skip all of that and get collect every single team. Here's the issue with that. If you go and take a look right now at the Arizona Coyotes, all right, they don't have a lot of 80 overall base cards itself, and those are the ones that are easy to pull. So if we go to Search Auction House, there is 8 total. Vejmelka, 16K, 65,000 for Brian Little, 8K for Chychrun. There is no way that you're going to make the Arizona Coyotes. That's completely full stop. So that value is completely crushed. So making all of the cards to make 198 is really not going to be a viable option for you. And if you go through, you'll find that a lot of the teams just do not have cards. Even the Anaheim Ducks, they have a few more. They have 22 on the market right now. But even the base cards, like you've got John Gibson going for 12 or 6K. You've got Shattenkirk for 4. The cheapest one up is 4,000 coins, which is huge. So if you cannot get a 98, all right, and you have no shot at making a 99, here is what I would do. Take tradable cards. Every single week you're still getting rewards that you are still playing this game. Go into your inventory and see how many cards that you've got are untradeable. What I would do is just go every single team and start filling. Like right now, I have a lot of untradables, but all of these are completely tradable. So what I would do is you go through, put all of them in that you've got for every team, and you want to remove them from your lineup, okay, or from the trade-in set, obviously. So now you've got a base of what cards that you've got available that you can actually trade. Then what you want to do is throw all these cards up for what they're going for. So if Fowler and Raquel are going for like 4K, that's 4K a card. What you can do with that is make an exceptional amount of coins, and because all of the other master sets aren't very sought after, or they are, but the market is so dead, you can get, like, for example, Patrick Marleau for like 500,000 coins. And if you were to go and look at 1.5 million for Bustad or 500K for Patrick Marleau, like, he's 99 everything, right? So this is the path that I would recommend all of you guys take if you are still playing the game. If you maybe started late and you're like, hey, I want one of these 99s, Not worth it. Not going to be worth it at all because there just is not enough cards on the market. All right, so here's the thing that I want to discuss about NHL 23. All right, so a lot has been said about cross console, and I still think cross console is easily the most important thing that will fix NHL, and the thing itself will not fix it. However, it will allow them to add more game modes and other features into the game because there's a bigger player base. The reason why they can't add anything new into the game is because there isn't enough of a player base on 4 separate consoles, so it's just never going to happen. They have to drive everyone into rivals or squad battles because there isn't anything else to play. You give cross console and maybe we get draft champions back. Maybe we get some sort of comp seasons, that kind of thing. What needs to happen though is cross market. Like there has to be a cross market sooner rather than later, because what you'll see in NHL, obviously it dies out just like all sports games do. But this year it got absolutely hammered because any of these new cards that come out, like let's say Team of the Weeks come out, even if you wanted them, you can't get because no one's pulling packs as much as you are at the beginning of the year, and it just does not make any sense. All that's left is X Factor cards because no one wants X Factor cards. So I hope that they come up with a way to put cross market into the game, because if they don't, NHL 23 is just going to be, we know what's going to happen. We've already been prepared for it. So going into next year, it's going to change everything that I recommend to you guys and all of that, because I know that come April, the market just completely disappears and there's nothing there. So again, I hope that it's fixed. It's something that I've been harping for a long time. If I were to bet, I would guess that maybe we get one of the things, cross market or cross console. It'd probably be cross console, and I hope so. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree. If you think that cross market is more than cross console, I'd love to hear. And again, guys, make your coins, buy your master sets, avoid the 99s if you have not already made 98s, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.